There's my marker. Okay, what was I doing? Yesterday, the 2nd, so Wiley would have been, no, the 1st, 7-1. Okay. Easy, Hera. Easy. Good morning, Fly High. How are you doing, Hera? Girl, step it. I love Hera dearly. She's a newer doe. She's just a baby and does not understand her zoomies yet. She gets all excited when she sees the nail trimmers and the scale, because normally that means oats and treats, and she's just a baby. But it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't, and she just needs to calm down. All right. Morning, Julie. How are you doing? It's good to hear you're doing good, Fly High. I'm just here. Oh, since y'all want to come join me on the YouTubes at a random time and date, I'll show you a surprise. I haven't really talked about this one yet. All right, buddy. All right, let me get a good. Look at him! Look at Mr. Truffle Man. He's a tort. He's a beautiful. He's a beautiful baby. I traded a Harlequin for this. Look at the beautiful baby. He's like, no, mother. Easy. I got a tort. Got a torty tort. Ugh, I'm so in love. Not that I needed another buck. I am over all of my buck cages, and 3 are full. Plus the cage of buck grow outs. Plus that. No. If you're gonna do that with normal feed, baby. Not the pellets. Can't eat those. No, ma'am. Be home. I downsized my rabbit tree, but I'm finally getting door hose. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm so glad they're doing better, though. That your horses have given me heart attacks the past few days. Hey, just because I told you you can't kill my rabbits doesn't mean I don't love you. You want to sit up there? Yeah. Not sure if this is gonna hold your weight, but we can try. I'll use a fatty girl. There we go. Is that better? Oh, yeah. Excitement. Hello. Is that better? Those are my nail trims. All right. Yeah, I was like, oh, I have a few minutes before we head back out to the campsite, because we did a random go camping for the 4th of July, and we had to come back to feed the rabbits, check, make sure everyone's good to go. So easy. But everything happened, and now they're doing better. It's nothing that any of us wanted. My husband's probably sick of hearing about your horses, but they're doing better, and that's all that matters. Oh, so that's all that matters, is they're doing okay, and that's the main thing here. That oh, those aren't babies, baby. That's fur. This is fur. You want to hold a baby? You just want the fur? Oh, those babies are bad. Oh, those are baby. That's fur, but whatever floats your goat, kiddo. Hey Chase, how you doing? Um, the one that was born is so small, and I don't know why my doe is making a nest for one of the chunky. Um. Chase, cut your litter in half and rotate your box. So basically, you have two boxes. You put one in during the day, you put one in during the night, and you rotate them. Or you can rotate them on 6-hour schedules. That ensures that everyone gets milk in a large litter. If you're having that problem. Happy 4th, Julie. Yes. I'm not a big celebrator of the 4th. I just get the day off of work. And I wanted to stay home because I'm a homebody. What babies? You're not getting more fur. That's mommy's emergency fur. You can't have my emergency fur to play with. I'm sorry. You want a real baby? Hey, Dylan, it's going. I have a few minutes before we head back out to the campsite. Danny is passed out in the house because he was up till 3 a.m. So he's a little tired. And then also, Chunk. Chunka, 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 chunk. Ah. Here, mamas. You want a real baby? With the runs, I put mama and child and then. That works. That works too, Chase. Just as long as everyone's getting their milk. Is that better? I gave you a baby. Fur is not babies. That is fur. This is a baby. This is baby. That is fur. That is not a baby. That is fur. This is a baby. Okay, there. At least you got the word right. Yeah, fur. Babies. Fur. Oh my gosh, that's a spicy little try. Trying my patience. Ha ha ha. Funny. Sometimes I'm funny. Funny, funny. Funny, funny. I only had day off because we were supposed to bring mama and baby home, but now gotta wait till we come up with the entire vet bill. So now it's just a rabbit build. I feel that, Julie. I'm super excited to get a junior pair of silver fox to add to my collection. I really didn't need a buck, but couldn't pick out which one. Tell me about it. I need to call out some bucks when it comes to my silver foxes. We're not even going to talk about how many Champagne d'Argent bucks I currently have. Who needs 10 Champagne d'Argent bucks? Not me. But I have 10. What do you bring to a rabbit show? I have my first one. So rabbit show. Of course, your rabbits, all of your grooming materials. I like to bring my stand back here as well. So I have a grooming stand and a posing stand, and I can work on them. And then also cash, because a lot of rabbit shows, they have special things that you can only buy with cash, including concession stands. And then a lot of times you have cash in hand, you can buy rabbits there. It's a bad habit of mine. Your phone and your phone charger. And also download things onto your phone to watch, because a lot of times rabbit shows end up being in an area with horrible service, and you got to entertain yourself. Or if you're like me, entertain your kids. They're from Tealstone. Ooh, you got some Tealstone silver foxes? Nice. That's outstanding. Although, I do my little braggy brags. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 in the barn right now that are out of Cara Perez's stock. So I got Cara stock. That's my only little brag moment for now. I don't talk about it much. But I do have some. Now, if I ever get the chance to get some Tealstone rabbits, you bet my bottom I'm going to grab some. But I think she's mostly focusing on creams right now. You went down? Down, okay. So with Tealstone focusing on creams, I don't know if I'm ever going to get any stock out of her, but if I do, that'll be exciting. But I got some nice looking rabbits for now, except for that one. I'm going to keep one of his sons. I think I'm going to cull him out, but let's see. I went from 56 rabbits to just 10. I downsized my mini Rex to 4 holdouts. Jeez, Julie, that's a huge jump down. I live 20 minutes from them. I think my neighbor bought one from Cara. Yeah, right? No, Cara, freaking Cara. So I got some rabbits out of Kara. And she was like, yeah, these are my cull stocks. She's like, they're not all that great, but they work. And I know she's one of the best, so her cull stock are like my best stock. But I looked at them like freaking Nina down here, right? The reason why she's looking at getting rid of Nina is she was going to be too big and over silvered. Her type, though, her fur is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love that chunky doe I have. And her litters are a bit smaller than I like, but I love it. And then, who else do I have? Danny's out of Kara's stock. The only reason I have Danny is my one friend got her out of Kara, and Danny likes a quiet barn, and you can't move fast because she's blind on that one side. So that's why I have Danny. And then Zeus. I have all of his babies in here. Hades. Hades is Danny and Zeus. I'll grab Hades here real quick. My pride and joy. My pride and joy. Come here. Oh, this is my pride and joy rabbit. This is my pride and joy rabbit. He has the perfect standing fur. He has perfect silvering coming in. His type is fantastic. This is what happens when you blend two of Kara's rabbits together that have opposing problems. One generation, I have this. And I'm going to take him. I'm hoping to get to a show with Kara this year so I can show her and be like, look what you get. Look. And I'm going to be too excited. Oh, poor Kara. I try not to bother her at shows because I fangirl. And I feel horrible when I fangirl because I'm awkward when I fangirl. And then I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I don't want to annoy her, but I do fangirl, like hardcore. The same thing would be true if there are a couple of breeders, freaking MMC and Domino. When we finally get to meet them in person, I'm probably going to have a fucking moment. And my little pism brain is going to go off. And I feel so bad because I know it's going to happen because I'm going to be so excited to meet these people in person when I go to Nationals, which is still on. I'm not showing at Nationals, but I'll be there hopefully Saturday and Sunday just because of my work schedule. But I'll be there. That's still the plan, at least. Still the plan. God, I hope it's the plan. I am so excited for that. So I need to, let's see. My doe will sometimes lunge at me, so when the babies are born, I might switch. Yeah, so I don't like dealing with mean anything. Danny's my one exception because she's not mean. She's scared. And as long as I move slow around her, she's real easy to deal with. She lets me play with her babies. She loves scratchies on the chin. It's just if you're moving too fast around her, it spooks her. So that's the only reason she's around, and I already have her replacements. So if she doesn't catch either this time or the next time, I'll probably switch her out with either Hera or Spot. If Spot sheds out because I'm being told it's snowballing, but I'm eyeballing her. I just picked up a roll of jersey. They sell her up at the table and literally walked away to get food for an hour, and she stayed there. I love it. That's that would be Strawberry for you, which he's like playing dead in his cage right now. I hate when he does that. He's like laid out like this and he's like twitching. Must be a pretty good dream, bud. Hate when he does that. Absolutely despise when he does that. But yeah, I love does that do that. Jelly will do that. But I've discovered Jelly is mean with bucks. Like, absolutely, like, I need to table breed her. If she did catch this litter, which she was nesting this morning, so I might be getting a litter out of her, they're meat mutts. They are meat mutts. I just needed to get her in her breeding window. And, because she's hit that age, and I need to get her into our breeding cycle. So her first litter are going to be meat mutts. I bred her to Butters. So if y'all want to see what the heck Butters and Jelly throw, that'll be fun. I didn't even think about Butters and Jelly. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate it because I was like, oh, Strawberry Jelly. Now I have a Butter and Jelly. I hate it. I didn't even mean to do that naming chart. But yes, you can breed. You could breed. Where's my example? Lulu. Lulu is my example of breeding father to daughter. She's out of Cocoa, and her mom's out of Cocoa. So what I did was I bred Sally to Cocoa to get Solstice. And then I bred Solstice to Cocoa to get Lulu. And y'all see how gorgeous Lulu is. She is fantastic. She's perfect. She's gorgeous. One of the best rabbits I have in my barn that isn't out of Lane Bob. They're out of my original lines. Lane Bob is who I got Jelly and Strawberry out of. Anytime I see them at show, I bring home a new rabbit because Lane Bob's rabbits are. There's only one other breeder I would get from. And she doesn't have stock often. It's the older lady who, she's the only other person who shows casters. And I don't know how many times I've told her at show that if she ever gets a little junior or senior doe she's looking at passing up that's still breeding age, I would snatch it from her in an instance. And she's told me that the only way I'm getting that is if my daughters are taking it as a show prospect, which I'm completely fine with. There's nothing new there. Sydney is constantly stealing my best animals for her show purposes. Like, annoying. So I told her, I'm like, okay, they can do that. That's fine. Like, Jelly is Sydney's show rabbit. Strawberry is Sydney's show rabbit. I take the things that suck. Although I did have to have a talk with my eldest about being a gracious winner. Because she got a little too excited when Strawberry took his first place out of 100 rabbits. And I had to sit her down real quick because she was getting a little too noisy about it. I'm happy she's into rabbits. I'm happy she's enjoying it. I'm happy that she likes, doing well. The girl got a little too obnoxious. She's 5, though, so she'll get there. She will. She needs to do the quiet golf clap and not, jump up and down and squeal. Hey, Lazy Acres, how you doing? I did a random live right now. I need to reshut Wiley's cage because my daughter thinks that Wiley needs to come out constantly. Nanaz, where you running to? Come on. Thank you. Come on, feral child. I saw you dip out the barn. Come on. Where'd you find that fur? Oh, okay. Come back in here. Thank you. Whoop. My live paused there for a moment. My feral barn child is running late. Come here. Come here, 2.0. Come here, 2.0. Do 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 boo do 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 boo do 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 boo 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 boo. It's a boo. Ah! No uppies. Which reminds me, Which reminds me, is anyone? Oh, tell me you're not long in the shoulder. Yeah, you're a little long. I can fix that in a gen. At least you have a nice hind quarter. Is anyone looking in my area for a caster show prospect? Not a breeding prospect because she's reached strike 3 here. And not because she's a bad mother, just because she won't catch. I'm looking at selling Velma. Because, yeah, you can have some fur. So Velma is a year old. She's going on her last strike for breeding just because she won't catch. And she's a fantastic little show doe. She does very well in junior shows. I've had mentioned she's a little too dark by a judge. I disagree with that. And I've talked to other judges who also disagree with that. Besides the point, I like my casters dark. But looking at selling Velma to a 4-H'er as like a showmanship or a ARBA first animal prospect. Very easy to handle, very kind, does very well in junior. just something not breeding wise, just because of her having issues catching. She's a good looking animal. She does really well on table. She has a thick dewlap, but I cannot get her to catch for the life of me. And she was born June of 22, so she's a year old, still hasn't caught. I might give her 2 more chances because I like her that much. But I have 2 casters coming up that soon are going to replace her. So, hi, Jelly. Little disappointing. So, if anyone's looking for a show prospect for 4-H, I got one for them. She'd do fantastic for 4-H. Alright, let's see here. Yeah! Alright, little chunky baby I have is... I'm not sure what else he said. Chase kind of cut off weird. Dylan says, the craziness is showing. Right. Julie, now that I have downsized some, I'd like to upgrade my setup. Right now I have 2 more cages. If I build the new ones, what's a good place to get feeders, water bowls? KW does have some good things, and then All Things Bunny is where I like to go. I'm going to be my Friar Rabbit. 4 weeks needs to be 3.5 pounds. Nice. Hey, Greens. I'm probably not going to bring anything to show for convention. And here's the thing, right? She's small town good. She's state good. She's... You take her to a state fair, she's going to do absolutely fantastic. She's not convention good. I can be straight up with you. She is a slight downstep from Jelly. Jelly I would take to convention. I would probably get about a mid-range for Jelly. Velma's not convention. I wouldn't waste the money to put her in convention. Now, to sell her maybe, but even then, I'm looking at flying out. I am not giving you more fur to throw into the wind. You aren't a babies. Let's see. Do you think it'll be possible for a 4-week-old baby to be 3.5 pounds? Like, what can I feed them to get them up there in weight? Unlimited pellet, boss, calf mana. But depending on your lines, you just may not be able to get them there. It just depends. I don't know. Like, I might. If I go to convention, if I drive, I'll probably bring a couple of seniors to sell for my mini Rex. Maybe some silver foxes. Because I have cage space to bring 7 animals. So if I have something in October worth selling, maybe I'll come down with it. But we'll see. And that'll give me time to kind of check out whether or not she's actually going to have a litter. Like I said, she's only 1. She's a gorgeous little doe. She'd do well with somebody in 4-H. She's annoying, and she's so sweet. I carry her around like a baby. Sydney throws her on the table, runs around with her during show, so she's a good animal, but we'll see. We'll definitely see as convention gets closer what I have, what I want to sell, what I want to put my name on. Because I'm harder on myself than other people are hard on me. Like, I look at some of my top animals in the barn, and I cringe because I want them to be better. But then I'll go and I'll take them to someone, and they improve somebody else's stock, like, by far. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. Live chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. The doe's really big, but the buck not so much. So normally when we look at size, the doe is more important than the buck to a certain degree. Now, with that, yeah, I agree with Greens. I've seen it done, but you're talking about people who are producing with great stock. Like, absolutely perfect stock, very chunky. And if it is a 4-H thing, if you're looking at fryer weight, most of them, you don't have to get to that size till closer to 8 weeks, at least for like 4-H and FFA standards. That being said, it's been a while since I looked at those standards. I'm a little behind right now. This has been a slow year for showing for me, so I'm completely out the loop. I mean, I only sold a handful. I only sold a handful of animals this year to 4-H kids, which is weird for me because normally I'm doing like. I normally see them start munching on pellet as soon as they're coming out of the nest box. However, I will say they're more reliant on mom's milk than pellet. Yeah, well, it depends because I know with 4-H and FFA, you have checkpoints that you have to reach depending on the club and the region. Where, like, let's say at 4 weeks, you get a weigh in and they have to reach a certain point. And if not, some will automatically tell you, no, you're not going to be able to show them. Others give you like a warning of, hey, you need to pick it up. That's also animal dependent as well. Like my sister, she did pigs in high school. Um, so there's a lot to consider for showing a fryer versus a broiler versus all of that, and then also what breed you're doing. But it's one of those things. So get some cobwebs. I swear, I do cobwebs at least once a week, and I still like they appear overnight. I was just staring at my ceiling. It's like, oh, that real quick. So many spiders up here. Hera, my Hera baby. Hi. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get going here. I gotta go wake up my husband so we can go back out to the campsite. I just came home to our country fair. Our fryers can't be over for 10 weeks. Yeah, so most fryers is like 8 to 10 or 8 to 12, depending. But yeah, I gotta go, y'all. Gotta get the husband woken up. Thank y'all for randomly hanging out with me on this. What is this? Is this a Tuesday? It's a Tuesday. I appreciate you, and I hope y'all are having a great 4th, but I do have to go, so bye. Awkward.